a senior at the college, double majoring in theater and English, theater performance and English creative writing, and I'm directing Rocky Horror Picture Show this year, which is exciting but very scary. Oh my gosh, I heard my voice echo. It's crazy to be in such a big space. We've been rehearsing in like Harrison of the Arts and the chapel, and those are pretty cool places in and of themselves, but I feel like just psychologically having to adjust all the things we're doing for such a big space, it's pretty crazy. But it's definitely exciting. We showed the cast pictures at the beginning and they're like, oh yeah, that's so cool. But I think when we came in here last week, it was a big like, oh, this is like 700 people all are gonna be facing towards us on this huge stage back here.
Hi, I'm Eli Solis. I play the criminologist / narrator. And if you don't know, Rocky Horror Picture Show is about these two crazy, well, normal kids who their car breaks down, they go to a castle and ask for help, and then they meet a bunch of crazy queer people who are running around dancing, and then they're half naked for the rest of the show, and it gets a little wild, and everyone feels differently about things in the end. And also aliens.
My name is Joey Kirkman, and I play Rocky in the 2022 production of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Our rehearsals have been really fun so far. We basically start with the base. We start with the movie. We all have to do our homework and watch the scenes before we come in, but we start with trying to look at what happens in the movie and replicating that. And then from there is where the creativity happens. So maybe there's a scene cut in the movie. You can't do a scene cut on stage, so how do you fix that? How do you make it seem like that is supposed to happen? And so Caroline, our director, has done just a phenomenal job kind of adapting the show to stage. And especially because she was in the show last year as Eddie, and I was the director. I think she's done a really good job kind of moving forward from the work that I already did. And, you know, I was directed in it before that, so I was moving forward from that, and just, you know, finding places where her creativity shines and where the costume designers can shine. And, you know, just because it's Rocky Horror doesn't mean it has to look exactly like the movie. And so we try to be creative in all aspects, from casting to design to directing, all of those aspects.
I'm Zach. I'm the costume designer. I have assistant costume designer who might have just entered, who's Katie, somewhere in the void. And last year I assistant costume designed for Rocky and was like begging whoever was on the center stage board if I could do it the next year, which is this year. And they said I could, and I really wanted to make them all cowboys and have them be Western themed. It like originally started with just a Pinterest board of like random Western things that I had like thrown together with like an image of like Rocky Horror thrown in somewhere. And I kind of it developed and grew from there. So then everyone kind of fell into their own tropes, with Columbia being like the saloon girl and Magenta being like also a saloon girl. A lot of saloon girls. Shockingly, so many of the characters are saloon girls. There's so many Transylvanians in the show, which is multiple characters, but I try to give each and every single one of them their own like personality and try to match it with the personality of the actor, just so they had fun and felt comfortable in what they were wearing and doing.
I'm Aiden Wonderly. I'm an actor I'm a performance major at the college. And this is my first Rocky. I'm playing Brad this year. That's exciting.
I'm Ren. I'm Ren Mummert, and I'm playing Janet. This is also my first Rocky. I'm a new student at CFC. I just transferred in here.
Before I even came to this college, I'm a Charleston local. I knew that the college put on Rocky every year, and I had never been. I just had never had time to go. And even last year, I worked at a haunted house, so I didn't go to Rocky because I was getting money. But this year, I auditioned. I was like, I'm not a great dancer. Probably won't get in. I'm just excited to like be a part of it. And I look on the sheet. My name is Brad. I'm like, Brad, Brad. but it's great because Brad is not a great dancer either. I'm having a lot of fun. The atmosphere of this show is so different than any show I've ever like been a part of before. It's a collaboration, but instead of a collaboration of like ideas, it's a collaboration of like identity, which is so poignant of me.
Hi, my name is Bambi Barr, and this is my 3rd year doing Rocky Horror with the College of Charleston. This year I will be playing Frankenfurter. The last 2 years I was a Transylvanian, and I got upgraded last year to being the light. So I had a little moment where I was the light at Frankenstein's place, and now I am somehow Frank, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this one, mainly because I'm not used to getting the main roles. So now I want to be like, hey, you guys can start as a Transylvanian. Maybe someday you can end up as Frank too. And also I'm working with some of my closest friends. So like that makes me very, very, very excited.
This is my first time, and I kind of have an interesting kind of story to how I got to Janet. I was originally not Janet. I was just a Transylvanian. Our Janet had a conflict, so we had to do a little switcheroo, and then I got kind of thrown into this role, and it's been really stressful, but it's been super fun because like I'm new to the college. I didn't know a lot of people beforehand, and everybody here has been so nice and so welcoming, and there's like not a better space to meet everybody than Rocky Horror in the most
So
intimate
true.
way that you can to meet everybody, but everybody's been so nice and so patient and understanding that it's my first Rocky and my first year here, and like, yeah, and it's just been a really fun experience.
But also you've like blown it out of the water. Like you stepped in very last minute. It was like kind of like nobody had any idea what was happening, and you stepped in and it was just like a one-off rehearsal at first, but like you did so good, and now you're Janet, so.
Yeah, and now I get to play with all of you guys on stage, which, you know, it's fun to get to play Janet on your first round of Rocky. That's always exciting.
Real.
Yeah.
Rehearsals are semi-collaborative, especially in this project. So really it's about bringing a bunch of personalities together and kind of creating something that the whole ensemble can be a part of. So, you know, anybody in the ensemble can have an idea, and anybody can kind of create their own ideas, and, you know, kind of trying to bring those together is Caroline's job. And it has been a different experience being an actor this year. You know, I hold my tongue. But overall, I just really enjoy getting to play Rocky because he's so dumb. And it's really sad if you listen to Rocky's songs, he's actually very sad, and he's trying to warn people the whole movie, but he's dumb and hot. So, you know, I've enjoyed being dumb and hot, and I try to be dumb and hot so that I don't take over rehearsal for Caroline. But I mean, to be honest, she's done such a good job. I haven't felt the need to do those things. She just handles the cast very well, and she comes up with really, really great ideas, not only for what we do in the show, but also with improv games and warm-up games. And I mean, it's Cowboy Rocky, so instead of doing like a clap, 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 clap to get people's attention, she's having us do cowboy calls, soo-wee, yee-haw, to get everyone's attention back. So it's been really fun getting to like explore that creativity, both as an actor and as a director. Getting to play Rocky is really fun because he's dumb and hot. And I'm proving my commitment to the role because I have bleached my hair for the role. It is blonde now. So yeah, I do enjoy the blonde. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with the blonde, but I think Rocky's just gotta be the dumb blonde, and I do not mind giving myself to that role.
I didn't really ever think that I would get to like being a director. I was like, oh, I don't know. It seems like a lot of decisions, a lot of creativity. But I don't know, Joey asked me last year, and I was like, Rocky Horror Picture Show is such a big part of my time here. That's how I met like everyone in the theater department. I'd never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show in my life before I watched it. I didn't even watch it before I auditioned for the show my freshman year. I just auditioned, and Noah George, who was directing then, was like, have you ever seen the movie? And I was like, awkward. He's like, you should go home right now and watch it on Amazon Prime. And so I did. It was like $2.99 or something, but it was awesome. It was a great time.
So my freshman year, I came as a biology, like a biochem major, and I saw a little table at the fair, and I went, oh my gosh, Rocky Horror Picture Show? I love that movie. And they were like, we might make you a theater major out of this. And I went, no, you guys won't. Didn't think I was gonna even audition. Somehow made it into the cast, and now I'm a part of center stage. Theater is addicting. So it means a lot to me because it actually made me become a performance major. And now I do this for a living, and I do outside jobs and everything, all because of Rocky Horror my freshman year. Makes me very excited to be a part of it.
Rocky Horror Picture Show has been such a huge part of like my time here doing theater, and I know for other people as well. It's such an important story, and it's just so fun. It's so different from any other theatrical experience I've had. It's just, you get to be yourself, but you're also playing someone who's so different, because Transylvanians and really everyone in that world just doesn't care. They don't care about flying beep 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 to about what anyone else thinks, and it's kind of freeing. It's challenging, but I think it's definitely exciting. So I'm very lucky to get to direct something like that where the stakes maybe aren't as high, because if people are just doing whatever they want, then it kind of seems like I've done my job, but I really don't have to do anything. I mean, I just cast all these crazy talented people and just throw them on stage. So it's really all them that you want to come see for sure.